guys, welcome back to the channel, and for today's video I wanted to do a follow-up on a video that I did previously, doing one of the requests that I got from you guys in the comments. So for today's video we're going to be taking a look at Corvus on the Universal Supervillain Day, and we're going to be using this team right here. So we're going to be using the big man Thanos for his leadership, Proxima for the team up, and it's going to be all about Corvus. Now, guys, let me just go ahead and say this. This team right here is probably one of the most expensive teams in Marvel Future Fight, because you guys may not be aware of it. This team right here, you're looking at 20,000 plus black antimatter and over 200 million gold to build up these guys. So this team right here is not something I would recommend, even though it is one of the best teams for this day, and every single character here is an amazing character. So if you already have them, you can go ahead and use them for this day, and if you build up Corvus enough, he can actually get you a score of like 270, 280 or even higher. So he's actually one of the best. Actually, he is the best Black Order character for Extreme AB, hands down, bar none. The only one that comes even slightly close is Supergiant. Alright guys, so if you have this team and you don't have Dormammu built up, go ahead and invest in Corvus, because he's gonna be a really big help to you. However, like I said, this team is very expensive, so if you don't have these guys, you should probably go ahead and build up Dormammu, because he can get you higher than Corvus can for just over half the resources. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at Corvus's build. My Corvus, it has a pretty basic build, no Urus. His stats are pretty good though. He has physical attack and critical damage. As for his normal gear, guys, you want to go ahead and roll physical attack per level for the first two. The rest you can roll for all attack and physical attack. The second slot here is not so great. He does get attack speed, and attack speed is very, very good for Corvus, because it makes it so that one of his most damaging skill, Pain Wheel, is even faster, so that's great. Physical defense, I'm not a fan of physical defense when it's the native gear. I definitely always want all defense, or at the very least energy defense. And for most cases, guys, I would go ahead and roll energy defense in the first two slots to try and make up for that, but I got green stats here, so I just left it and rolled everything else for all defense. Alright, next slot, again, I got dodge and ignore defense. Ideally right here for the native gears, I'm talking about the orange stats, guys, you would want HP. Like, you want HP, you want like crit rate, you want something else besides dodge. Even though Corvus is a character that should have some dodge in his build, I personally don't care for dodge, especially not regular dodge. Like guaranteed dodge, sure, I'm all for that, but regular dodge, no. Or at the very least, I would have liked ignore defense to be in the first slot and then dodge be in the second. So yeah. Anyways, as for the blue stats, so the ones that you can actually roll, go for HP per level in the first slot, guaranteed. Second slot, it's up to you. Ideally, if you get a percent that's over 183, that's great. If you don't get 183, go ahead and roll the numbered values, because that's going to be a little bit better. The rest of the stats, you want to go ahead and roll for HP. You don't want to put dodge here, guys. I've seen people put dodge here, and I don't know why. I guess because Corvus is so OP in World Boss mode with the dodge, they figure they can emulate that. But trust me when I say that, if you do this here, it's not going to make him even close to as tanky as he is in the World Boss mode because of his dodge. Okay, so don't put dodge here, guys. Trust me when I say you're making a bad move. Next one right here, we did get crit rate, so that's good. We got crit rate and skill cooldown. Depending on your cards, the fourth slot is going to be up to you whether or not you want to put skill cooldown, you want to put ignore defense, you want to put attack speed, you want to put crit damage. It's all up to what you have coming from your cards, because any of those things will definitely benefit Corvus. Mine is a bit in shambles right now. I have ignore defense and crit damage, because I'm still deciding what I want to do for his obelisk, guys. Initially, I was going to give him this obelisk right here. Immunity to guard break, 180% damage proc, and the immunity to fear, just because this is one of the highest procs that I found. And the immunity to guard break is great for when the frost beast jumps you. So it's like, this is a good obelisk for him, because with this obelisk, I could probably scale my score with him without putting anything else on him by 50k, because right now with my Corvus as I have him built, I can get around 130, 140k in alliance battle with him. So that's with no Urus, no obelisk. Okay guys, so I decided not to go ahead and put this on him just because I have Dormammu built up, and Dormammu can get me 240 plus. So I no longer need my Corvus to be an AB character. So I was debating putting something like this on him so that I can get the invincibility and make him even harder to kill for PvP and stuff like Conquest. So that's why I haven't put an August on him, because I'm still debating with myself where I want to use him more. Okay? Either way you guys go is definitely going to be a beast, but if you're building him for a B, go ahead and put the damage proc with the immunity guard break, and ideally either ignore defense or crit damage for the third stat. Okay, if you're building him for PvP, invincibility is going to make him an absolute annoyance. Trust me when I say that. Okay, as for his skill rotation for Extreme AB, guys, I like to use the 5, then skill cancel into the 4, or you can start with the 4 if you have immunity to guard break. But I like to go with the 5 first, just so in case I get jump, I don't take damage right out the gate. So I go 5, 4, and then 2. Then I run away for a little bit and then hit the 2 again and then jump back into the 5. The 2 is his key skill, guys. It's the one that does the most amount of damage, so you want to hit that as soon as it comes off skill cooldown, but you want to make sure you keep the deadly charge active, because they're not only going to pull aggro from the Frost Beast, it's actually going to do damage as well and take some of the hits from the meteors. And when the meteors hit these guys, they don't affect your evasion meter, so that will actually help you keep the meteor up more and make it very easy to score high with Corvus. And you don't even have to worry about dying, because when you die you come back and you can just go right back to it. So even a new player can do pretty well with Corvus. Trust me when I say that, guys, because look at my ISO set. Pretty basic, right? You guys can build an ISO set like this. You guys can probably gear him like this too, right? And skill rotation, pretty basic too, right? So nothing to it, guys. And as for my cards, because I have a lot of people asking me in the comments lately what my cards are, my cards haven't changed, guys. They're the exact same that I had when I made my video about the cards that I feel are very good in this game right now. So I just wanted to show you guys real quickly. So yes, guys, my cards are still the same. You don't have to worry. I'm not like putting Korean cards on and upping the stats of all my characters and not telling you. Trust me when I say, if I ever make a change to my cards, even if it's a 30-second video letting you guys know that yes, my cards have been changed, these are my cards now versus what I had before, I will do that. It's just that sometimes I don't feel like going in here and showing you guys my cards every single video, because it makes the video slightly longer than it needs to be every single time, and I feel like that's just not something I want to do. But if you guys care to see, I'll show you guys. All right? All right. And there you have it, guys. I was able to put up almost what I get on average with him, 140k, and that's without a damage proc. That is without fully awakening his ISO set, and that's with no ooze attached. And I played pretty sloppily, to be honest with you guys. So any of you guys could probably do this with Corvus. So you guys can see that he's pretty easy to use and he's pretty powerful, and he's actually a really good option for this day right here. So that's all I have for this one, guys. Like always, thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments and I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'm out.